Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tomo and this month is all about cars. Civilian cars to be specific. Wait, before you go. I know that cars are not the most popular topic on this channel, but this time I think I've chosen a couple of more nostalgic cars that will bring that feel of I want to build a car into your lovely scale model hearts. And no, this time around we're not going to be taking a look at resin cast models, very expensive models. These cars are actually pretty affordable and mass produced, and they're from a company that you all know and some of you might even love. It's ITALERI. Who are ITALERI? ITALERI are a Italian-based company that are just like Revell to Germans or Americans, Airfix to Brits, or Tamiya for Japanese. They are a scale model manufacturer that produce all sorts of models from ships, planes, boats, tanks, figures. Basically they have every single thing under the heavens and I think even more. Now quality-wise, Italieri, just like Revell and even Airfix, have struggled a bit, and even in these instances, while the cars themselves are okay, they could be better, especially some models. But they're not bad at all. And the good thing about all these models this month is that they are easy to assemble, thus making them perfect for your first model. Small part count, big parts, lovely. Which cars we're gonna specifically be looking at throughout this month, you're gonna have to wait and see. But for this month, as you can see from the thumbnail, it's going to be probably my favorite model in the world. Yeah, the Volvo 760 GLE. It's a boxy car, it's a Scandinavian car, and I love it. When I was little, I actually had a small Matchbox car, this exact model with a little trailer, but I lost the trailer, but I still have the car. It's green, and I love it. Well, anyway, this week we're gonna be taking a look at this bad boy. So let's open the box and see what's inside. Hello peoples, and welcome to my small hobby YouTube channel. If you have just joined me, this is an inbox review of the ITALERI Volvo 760 GLE in 1/24th scale. This particular model has been around for quite some time. The first model came out in the late 1980s and has been repackaged several times, and this is the last repackaging effort. ITALERI doesn't really have a reputation of having the best models around, but they do have some gems, and this model is one of those little gems, which kind of gets me to thinking that this might actually be a new tool version of this particular model. Or whatever the case, it is pretty well designed, and I think that the detail is solid. As you can see from the close-up shots right now, there is really nice and sharp detail on the model itself. It doesn't have any particular bad seam lines or scratches or imperfections in the whole model, and it has the ability to show the front bonnet open or closed. That's why it has a little gap on the front, and that is because you get to build a rudimentary engine. Well, just the engine compartment, not the whole engine. And for a model this size, it's pretty rare, and I think it's a welcome addition. And speaking of the engine, here it is. It's a very rudimentary engine that is basically molded into the plate, which gets glued onto the chassis. The dashboard is reasonably defined for a model of this age, and you will need to do some dry brushing to really get those interior pieces to pop out. Now, the good thing about this model in particular is that it has a low part count, and I can easily recommend it to a beginner or somebody who's just getting back into this hobby after a long period of time. Now, despite this model being as old as I am, I have never really built it in the past. So if any of you guys have built this model, please do share your experiences on how this model goes together, and if there are any tricks and tips you can leave in the comment section of this video. Thank you. Here we see the internal compartments of the car. It has some really nice features, a lot of texture on the carpets, and the clear parts are really very clear, no distortions, and it's really great. Even the lights have nice detail in them, and you can see here, yeah, it's pretty good glass. The tires, however, are a different breed of animal. they're not really great. As you can see here, this one has a hole in it, and the others have little stubs on top which are left over from the manufacturing process. But other than that, they're pretty okay. The wheels, however, are fantastic. I think that the model of this age usually has a very thick chrome finish to it, but this metallic finish on top is pretty good. It's very thin and it looks reasonably realistic. The decal sheet of paper that you get with this model is also very well printed. It's mostly just markings for countries and license plates and some interior like the dashboard, but it is all very well printed, clear, sharp, no bleeding of edges. The manual, however, is pretty rudimentary. It's just a fold-out piece of paper with few steps, but they're nicely defined, easy to follow, and I think you'll have a blast assembling this model. Well guys, thank you so very much for watching. If you have been, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you soon in the next one, I promise. Bye-bye.